Right, so if you are finding sometimes your low back or your hips are feeling tight, or maybe you want to head out and hit some balls, go golfing or play a little tennis, go for a walk, we want to get some mobility between your pelvis and between your hips. So we're going to start here. You want to find a spot where you've got lots of room around you. We're just going to go through a couple of exercises. First, I'm just going to start swinging my arms. But notice that it's not just my arms that are swinging, it's the swinging that creates this full body rotation. So I'm rotating through my chest, through my ribs. You want to start to let your hips get into it, and then you can see all the way down to my toes. So magically what's happening is I'm getting this whole spiral effect that happens when we do anything rotational. But I'm also getting this internal and external rotation in my hips. So then you can stop and just kind of shake that out. So we're going to swing again, but rather than swinging this way, what we're going to do is swing and lift the heel this way. So go ahead, get your arms going, and start to just allow the body to spiral. Think of your spine as spiraling up as you go. So that sense of lifting through your body as you spiral. And then you come back to center. You can do that for as long as you like, but just for about 4 or 5 breaths is perfect. Good. So now with the hips, what we're going to start to do is we're going to do like a figure 8 or infinity. So I want to start with my feet side by side. I'm going to tip my hip, and then I'm going to circle around. I want to come back to center, and then I'm going to circle around the other way. So we circle the hips around and around. So picturing the infinity sign or that sideways figure 8. And we're literally pushing the hips out, rotating around. So what's happening is I'm getting some wonderful movement through my pelvis, but also through my hips. So now I want to go the other way. So from center, I want to send my hips back this way. I come around and around. Center, around, come back. And if you're doing this with me, and I hope you are, can you feel the movement happening through your pelvis, your hips, your knees, and even your ankles and your feet? And then come back to center. So then we can take 1 foot forward. So we have 1 foot ahead of the other. And you do the same thing. You do this figure 8, the spirals, with 1 foot ahead of the other. And after doing 3 or 4 circles one way, you then want to go back around the other way. So now I'm going to take it back and around. One side will always make you have to think a little bit more. And around. And then we always want to train both sides of our body, because not only am I working on mobilization through my pelvis and my hips, I'm also working on the neurological connection of movement. So here we go. We want to take the hip out and around. We come back and center. So we go up and forward. Go slow so that you can feel the movement, and you give yourself time neurologically to figure it out. Now we go the other way. So we take it back, around, hips come forward, up, and around. This little series is also a great little office break. So I've got an office break series, and so you can use this as a warm-up to any rotational sport, or you can certainly use it as an office break and then just come back to center and shake it out. So that's that. Hopefully your hips feel really good here, and you've had just a nice little shakedown and you're ready to go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.